Beautiful. Hi, good morning. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful music from our wonderful celebration team. Today I'm celebrating y'all. Hello. And welcome everyone that are here in the sanctuary, those who aren't here yet, because they'll be here. And all of you out there in Love Streaming Land. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Anybody new? Hey, Hunter. He's new. Hi, Christine. Yes, so glad you're here. Let us open with a time of prayer. As I close my eyes, I'm closing my outer eyes and centering inwardly. I invite you to do so with me. Joining together in a heart-centered way. We're so grateful to come together on this morning, full of the sunlight of the Spirit as we pray. God, that which is good and great, everywhere presence. We're so grateful for this opportunity to be with each other on this day. May each of us open up to an awareness that centers us in our heart space in a way that we hadn't before we got here. We are grateful for this moment that we get to share, this moment of love-infused energy, the power to create that which we want to see in the world. And for this, we are so very grateful. And so it is. Amen. And our core value today is integrity. And integrity is very, very important. It's kind of like being your word. Yeah? And so I'm going to invite you to say our integrity core value with me. It's on the screen. Let's say it together, please. Living from unity principles, we embody and consistently practice honesty, accountability, transparency, and nonviolent communication. So what does that mean? It means we show up. We be our authentic self. That we speak from our heart and allow our heart to not only radiate from within us, but to radiate outside of us in a way that has us welcoming, a way that has us have that nonviolent type of communication, a way that has the world shift because we are here. Yes. And I forgot to say, I'm Reverend Edith Washington Woods. Grateful to be the senior minister here with you. I was praying. I was like, oh, I forgot to say my name. Okie dokie. And so now you know. And if you don't, ask me later, and I might remember it. And now we have our opening song, We Can Be the Change.
Good morning, everyone. So this being the congregational song today, We Can Be the Change. Everything in italics is yours to sing, okay? So feel free to jump in as usual. You can rock in your chairs, you can jump to your feet, clap your hands, whatever makes you feel good. One step, one act, it's a simple fact. We can be the simple choice. We can be the change. When it calls to you and it's yours to do, we can be the change. Be the change. We can be the change. Be the change. We can be the change. Reach out one hand, be the change. A part of the plan, be the change. Put it into action, be the change. Like a ripple in the ocean, be the change. Be the change. Change. We can be the change. Be the change. We can be the change. Be the change. We can be the change. Be the change. We can be the change. Oh, we can be the change. One last time. Oh, we can be the change. Thank you.
Good morning, Unity of Gaithersburg. I am Pamela Mills, Board of Trustees member and wizard. Does everybody know what this is? This is my magic wand. It is a redwood and phoenix feather core, derivative of my Ravenclawness, Hufflepuff derivative. But anyway, why do I have my magic wand? It is not here to threaten you. I have my magic wand because I am representing for you how things at Unity of Gaithersburg do not happen. Be the change. We need you. Okay? All the magic that you know that is happening at Unity of Gaithersburg, the support, the love, the work that we do within the community, everything that we do is dependent on all of us. Participation, support. That magic comes from you. Not this. So I'm going to put this down. So we need volunteers. We need people to step up and join us in the light because, as Charles Fillmore himself said, what we focus on grows. So we need to focus together to grow all the magic that we do here at Unity of Gaithersburg, both within our community and the community that surrounds us. So we are looking for youth and family ministry classroom assistants, pick-a-party hosts, and hostesses, committee team members to join the many, many teams that we have here at Unity of Gaithersburg, ushers, greeters, so much more. If you feel driven within yourself and want to give your gifts, we'll find a place for you. So don't worry about it. If you don't even know, I don't know, would I make a good greeter? I don't know, would I be good on the prayer team? Shut up, we'll do it for you. We will find your best fit. But we know that those gifts are deep within you, and you already know where you can step further into the light with us.
You might mention that some of those things are only a 1 week a month.
Yeah, it's just little commitments. tiny little things. We're not asking for a lot of time. We're asking for time from the heart more than time from the feet and the hands sometimes, right? So how do we sign up? We go to UnityGaithersburg/get involved, and there are all the lists of all the different places that you can sign up to help out, plus the form that you just dip, 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 send it off into the magic of the world, and your ability to shine will come forward. Okay, pick a party, Elizabeth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Elizabeth Gensler, Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Hi, great to be here. Good to see everybody. Can we get an I am prosperous? I'm also co-chair of the Prosperity Team, thanks to Mike, who got me on it last year. Hi, Mike. Our board president from last year and the 2 years before that. So pick-a-parties. How many people attended a pick-a-party last year? Did we have a good time? You know what was so cool about pick-a-parties? We initially did it before Edith got here as a fundraiser. Instead of fundraising, we are called the Prosperity Team. And our idea was to put fun in fundraising. And we started the pick-a-party fundraisers. And the added benefit was it gave Rev Edith a chance to meet everybody through all the parties since she was new. And all of us wound up connecting, which was so beautiful. So we're going to do it again. And can you all access this QR code? Can you hold up your phones? Can we move this, you think? Can anybody try to see if that QR code, you can find it on the website as well and in the newsletter, will bring you to the form to sign up to host a party. What does that mean? So I hosted a miniature golf party last year. This year, I'm thinking about doing a full moon meditation and intention setting event. Ooh, a little more soulful. We already had, is Sharon Doyle here? Sharon Doyle has signed up to do her painting again on August 5th, so mark your calendars for August 5th. I think there's only, 15 people, I forget how many she said. It was so much fun last year. Sharon is such a great artist. She brings the canvas with it was sunflowers last year. She draws out the sunflowers, brings all the paints, and we just sat there and painted. It was so healing and beautiful and wonderful. Oh. I'm going to do rock painting again. And we have the rock painting by popular demand coming back. Do you have a date in mind? Not yet. Okay. And last year, Pam kicked off our pick-up parties with a fire pit. So this is how easy it is. Pam opened up her backyard, and the fire pit brought out s'mores, supplies to make s'mores, and we all just gathered around the fire pit. So what happens? She donated the s'mores in her house and her fire pit. We all paid to go. That payment went right to Unity, and that's how the fundraiser happened. So if you can't host a party, pay to, go ahead, yes? A line dance party. Yeah. All right. All right. You know, we had somebody volunteer to be a square dance caller last year, but we couldn't find a place to have it. So anyway, so I love it. And this gets us together. It creates community, and it raises funds for Unity. I know, go ahead.
Fine. So remember, no, I have a mic.
Okay.
No. So Elizabeth was talking about we should have a dance like a 70s, 80s
dance party.
I think that should be a pick-a party. There you go.
Okay, we can
have a
do it
dance.
here.
Yep.
It's as big as our imagination, right? And it's funny, I was trying to figure out why, when I was asked to be on the board, this is my second time on the board. I was back in the board back in like 2000 when we were on the board? Oh, right, okay, whatever it was. It was like early 2000s when I was on the board the first time. When they asked me the second time, I was like, I don't know. I started really thinking about it, and same with this Prosperity Team. When I came to Unity in 1993, I was broken. And Unity principles, learning to go within, listen to my own inner guide, my connection with the universe, with spirit, with God, whatever your name is that, of that is, whatever works for you. But living my life through these principles I learned here changed my life. And I am always so grateful. So that's why I serve, and that's why I help fundraise, because I want this to continue for others. right? This place helped heal me. I want this place to stay and thrive and grow. I've been here through some different ministers. We hope you are here forever. But we as a community, Pam, like you were saying, it takes all of us. We as a community are responsible for keeping it going. It's not whoever's ever standing in the minister seat. It's us. This is our place. And I want it to continue, and that's why I continue to show up to give. So I hope other people can, like Pam said, the volunteer opportunities, or host a party, or just come to all the parties, help fundraise that way. Or any ideas that you have, join us and have fun. And thank you.
And here's another opportunity to volunteer. I will definitely be here. So just in a couple of weeks, we are going to be at the Pride Parade. So, not the festivals. Okay, the parade's the day before. Okay, sorry about that. The festival. Okay, and we have a booth at the festival. So please, we're looking for people to sign up to come and man, woman, everybody the booth. So it will be fun. If you've never been to the Pride Festival over in DC, it is a blast. It is really, really fun. It's been a few years since I've been there, but I remember when I went early on, I think it was also probably when you started around Unity. It was around 2000 something was the last time I was there, and I loved it. It was so much fun. So please do come, and it's a great event, and we're looking for volunteers to join us. And we have a couple classes coming up. So 12 Powers class is coming up, led by Reverend Paul Hasselbeck. So that will be during C Week, so June 5th through 9th. And we'll be talking about the 12 Powers. So go to the newsletter or the website to register. And we also have Reverend Paul Hasselbeck doing Metaphysics 4. So summarizing and organizing the metaphysical teachings so that truth may be more easily demonstrated in your life. So join us for that. And the Celebration Garden Stone installation will be next Sunday. Yay! So join us after service as we install our new memorial stones. These will be for the previous ministers who have been with us at Unity of Gaithersburg. And then we have our foundation as being prayer. That is so important for us to remember that, again, behind the scenes, through the prayer chaplains and the prayer team, we are praying for you, with you, surrounding those in your life with prayer. So do join us in that understanding that prayer is constantly happening through all of us. And today we have Al Golden, raise your hand, as our prayer chaplain. We do not. I don't see anything. Is it? Okay.
Just before we go to the daily word, I want to make sure we
Okay. One? Okay. Is that it? Well, if we don't do it this week, maybe we'll do 2 next week. Okay, so let's move on. And our daily word for this week is protection. As I practice the presence of God, I feel secure. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life. God, omnipotence, omniscience, and omnipresence is not only all around me, God is within me. As I take this truth into my heart, I feel calm and secure. The circumstances of the world have no lasting power over me. God is greater and more enduring than anything I may be called to face. I have within me the power to feel God's protecting presence at any time. As I pray, I affirm the strength and power of God are mine to call upon. I can use these divine powers to move beyond that which may scare or intimidate me. In renewed faith and deep security, I move bravely forward. The one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. 1 John 4:4.
And now is our meditative portion of this service. I invite you to join me in closing your eyes. And if you would rather keep them open, I simply invite you to have them at a half gaze. Just close them halfway. And focus on one spot in the room. For there is no spot where God is not. And imagine just for a moment that there is this beautiful flower you woke up to, seeing it. The most beautiful, exquisite flower that you have ever seen. You notice the beauty of the petals, and that essentially all of it is beautiful. And as you look at that flower, you feel a vibration. That vibration is the flower vibrating its essence to you, which has your essence vibrating back to it. And you realize in the moment that you are one with the flower. That the beauty you see in it is the beauty already operating as you. And so we sit with this understanding that we are as beautiful as the most beautiful flower we could see. And we are opening up to that which we are becoming. Vibrant, beautiful, full of color. And as we take a pause and go into a time of silence, we take the beauty of the flower with us. In the silence, we say, I am a beautiful flower. I am a beautiful flower. I am a beautiful flower. In the silence, we join and go deeper together. I am. I am. I am a beautiful flower. Let these words be yours. I am a beautiful flower. I am beautiful. And in this expanded state of awareness, may we bring into our hearts and minds anyone who we know that may need the awareness of being beautiful. Just bring that person to our mind. And just know that we can say their name out loud. Yes, we can. For we, in this time of prayer and meditation, we just lift them up such that they are seeing themselves differently, changing the outcome of what they may have believed. So as we gently bring ourselves back to the space and time, may we know that we are opening up to the beauty of the flower we are, opening up petal by petal. So much so that it is encompassing this whole room, the flowers that are us, joining together in the kaleidoscope of beingness that we are. In this moment, we are together, and so it is. Amen.
We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are. We are the ones. We are. I've been feeling like I can't make a difference. I'm feeling like there ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious. Coming up with every kind of excuse till I realized it's not up to me. When we join together, we shape our destiny. To see the world where we are living as one. It shall be, it will be done. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are, we are. We are the ones. We are, we are. No one else gonna make the changes. No savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but wake up. 'Cause it's really up to you and I to take one step at a time. the world that we've been dreaming about. We need it now. The time is now. There is no doubt that we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are the ones. We are. You are the ones that we've been waiting for. You are the ones who will make a difference. You are the ones who will change the world. You are the ones. You are. We are the ones. We are. We are the ones.
Wasn't that beautiful? Give them another round of applause. Mr. Letta Gillespie and our wonderful house band, the 3 J's. Have you ever had a time in your life when you needed to make a split-second decision? You had those times? And it was a decision based on a conversation, perhaps, that you're having with someone. And they said something, well, they said something that really didn't sit right in here. And you had the opportunity to respond. Yeah. I wonder what would you do? I wonder what would I do? And there are 2 choices we get to make in those instances. One is we can kind of have this quick response that is based on anger or, something that kind of didn't rub us the right way, and we just, some people say they snap. We could do that. Or we can have a response that is surrounded, like from our heart space, with love of some way. Creating a new response. I know often our responses are based on some way that we responded in the past. Yes? And so when those instances happen, we just, we jump off and say something because we said it before or we learned it from someone else. And we're just repeating a pattern. But in the shift of it, how do we learn to create a different response, even when it's that, oh my goodness, did they say that again? Or even someone we may have never met before. Once there was a traveling dance team that was participating in a nationwide dance competition. This team was on the stage and they walked off the stage. The competing team started laughing at them. They made gestures about their dance movements, not in a loving way. And they made fun of the costumes that they had on. And the dance team came off of the stage devastated. Many of them even cried because they worked so hard to have someone, I'm going to use the word bully them. Yeah. And they got to the back of the stage, and one of this dance team, she said, we should just boo them when they go out there. We just boo, 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 boo. And there was another dance member standing back listening. And she said, let's teach them a lesson. So I'm going to pause right there. I want to ask you for a moment to take yourself there. You're part of the dance team. You've practiced. You've decided what you want to wear. And you go out and you give your best. And you come off the stage to these sounds of laughter. Not laughter from, I'm with you, you had a great time, but laughter of, ha 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 ha. Oh. I want you to just notice what's happening in your body, right? You're there. Yeah. I hear some deep sighs, like, oh. It doesn't feel good, does it? Yeah. So I just want you to hold that. I'll come back to it. Let's go back to the story. So the oldest person on the team, Jan, is the one that said, let's teach them a lesson. She said, let's go out there and cheer them on instead. Jan looked up at the stage and started screaming, let's go team, let's go team, let's go team. And her teammates looked at her like she had lost her mind. Like, what? You see, Jan had Down syndrome. So why would they follow her? But all of a sudden, as she was saying, let's go team, let's go team, there was this energy that radiated out from her that drew them in. And they started chanting with her. Let's go team, let's go team, let's go team. Hey, let's do that together. Let's go team, let's go team, let's go team. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah. After imagining being there, yes? Imagining you're there on this team. And you had a reaction. And yet, here was this girl, this girl with Down syndrome, looking the way she looked, dancing the way she danced. But she was 100% prepared. Not just on the team, on the dance floor, but on the team of life behind the curtains. And as that team came off of the dance floor that day, they congratulated them. You did a great job. You did a great job. And here was these dancers, and, they were various, girls, boys, gender nonconforming, whoever they were, right? And they were embarrassed at themselves. Can you imagine that? Like somebody giving you some love after you didn't. And the team that Jan was on, they actually felt a lot better. Kind of like you did when I had you do that. That they made the split-second decision to cheer them on instead of booing them. Mm-hmm. So I'll go back to the question. What would you have done if it were you? Now, you probably had some thought of that, and just be with it. I'm not going to ask you to say it out loud. You can keep it to yourself. Now, perhaps you would have joined in on the boo. Maybe you would have done that. Maybe most of us would have Yeah, let's boo them. But to cheer them instead created a different energy. Yeah? That energy that you felt when I had you doing, let's go team, let's go team. And it changed the outcome where they were able to experience joy instead of sadness. They changed the outcome. You remember, I've said before that a frown is a smile turned upside down. Yeah. And so they were smiling at that moment. And also what happened when Jan invited them and they listened, that they took their power back. Yeah. Because in that moment, getting off the stage with people bullying you, I'm guessing that they felt a little powerless. Now this month, our spiritual power happens to be power. And the disciple is Philip, and he represents power over our thoughts and feelings. The corresponding color is what? Purple. You know it. Some of us wearing purple, Hunter. You just have to get with the program. Yeah, he's our new, yeah, okay. I like the name Hunter. That's why I remembered. But the location of power in our body is the root of the tongue. And in a metaphysical Bible dictionary, it says this, that the power center in the throat controls all vibratory energies of the organism. We can use the conscious power of thought. We can use the conscious power of thought. So I got to thinking. So if power's here in the back of the tongue, what is there? What do you think? Huh? Well, air goes in. Yes, exactly. So it's the larynx. The official name is the larynx. And what did I find out? Yes, inside the larynx are the vocal cords. And our vocal cords, or vocal folds, because they're kind of like flaps, they open and close. They vibrate as air passes through them to create sounds and speech. Now, when Jan and her teammates were being bullied, they could have felt powerless at the actions from the other team so much that they wouldn't be able to speak. Yeah. Instead, they changed the outcome. And it allowed them to be powerful, to speak from their voice. Yes? And so when we speak from that part that's vibrating, then there is where our power is. Yeah? And when we're not able to, maybe we have to shift and change the outcome. Now, our Bible verse for today comes from Colossians chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, and this is what it says. But now you must get rid of all such things: anger, wrath, malice, slander, and abusive language from your mouth. Ew. Do not lie to one another, seeing that you have stripped off the old self with its practices and have clothed yourselves with the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge according to the image of its creator. But when I go back to, but what happens in that split, like in that second that we need to make the split second decision? And they're coming at us or saying something, yeah? What is it that we do? How do we react? We typically react the way we used to react. But when we look at that we have the ability to change our thinking, that it takes practice. Practice, 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 practice. And I was thinking about a time when I felt powerless. So I want you to think about a time when you felt powerless. Something's going to come up. I'm going to give you like 5 seconds. You got something? Yeah, it doesn't take long, does it? I know. I felt powerless in the 2nd grade. We were on stage putting on a play. And we had these candles. And people started pointing up at the stage. And I'm wondering, what are they pointing at? I saw smoke. It was my bangs. My bangs were on fire. And everyone was laughing at me. And I had white gloves on because that's what little girls did back then. And I put it out. It wasn't like blazing fire. I don't know. It might have just been smoldering. But it was smoke enough for people to see in the audience. And when I got off that stage, it kind of was like the same thing. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. And you know how I remembered after I forgot? Someone found me on Facebook from my George Washington Elementary School. She says, "Are you the girl who had her bangs on fire?" And I went, oh. And at that moment, my throat closed up. And I don't even know where she was in the world, but my throat closed up. And it's like, oh, and the air cut off. And that's what it's like when we feel powerless. I had no control over the candle in my hair. Ask me how later. I'll tell you what happens to black girls back then when they got their hair done. Oops. We had a lot of stuff in it. Kind of like product or something. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? You know. Yeah, okay. It's things they did to us that call it fried, dyed, and laid to the side. But anyway, but the point that I'm making is how it felt. And perhaps you can relate to what I mean. I felt sad. I felt lonely in that moment, all by myself. I felt like I wasn't accepted, that something was wrong because my doggone bangs caught on fire. What the hell? As opposed to being nurtured in that moment. Oh, little Edith, Ann, come, let us hug you. You okay? That didn't happen. And it reminds me of our third basic unity principle, which says we create our life experiences through our thinking. And over the years, I had to think a different thought. Like, that's just something that happened in a moment. Like, we get to know that when things happen in a moment, that we can change that thought. Like little Jan did. A girl with autism was the most powerful person that day. Let's cheer them on. That these are the examples we get to have. So what do we create when we're called to make a split-second decision? We're called to change. We're called to be the change. We're called to make a difference. We're called to stand up. We're called to stand up for others. We're called to be more accepting. We're called to be more generous. We're called to demonstrate love, like no kidding. We're called to allow that vibration from our voice box to radiate out to others as love, as kindness, as generosity, as making a difference. Because it's up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Not somebody else out there. Oh, you need to change it. Anytime we say they need to change it, we need to point it right back here. What is it that I need to change first? Yeah. And Jack Canfield said, if you don't like the outcome, change the response. Just change it. It's easy. And if you don't like that, change it again. That's the beauty of us, is that we can change over and over and over and over and over and over again until we get the results, not the right results, but get the results that we want to see. We get to be the change in which we want to see in the world. And our affirmation for today can assist us. I'm going to say it once and then invite you to say it with me. I am filled with the vibration of heart-centered power whenever I need to make a quick decision. Together? I am filled with the vibration of heart-centered power whenever I need to make a quick decision. Again, I am filled with the vibration of a heart power whenever I need to make a quick decision. Okay. Here's what I'd like you to do. Put your hand right here. Just right here. Don't do that. That might be like you're trying to choke yourself. You don't want to do that. Right here. And we're going to say it one more time. And what you're going to feel, I know you will, is that vibration of the power within you. Let's say it again. Together. I am filled with the vibration of heart-centered power whenever I need to make a quick decision. Just take that in for a moment. That we get to be the change in which we wish to see. We are the change. And we allow the vibration as vibrating in that space through our larynx, our voice box, coupled with the heart. We center ourselves in this knowing. We center ourselves in this vibration in a way that we speak our power into existence. Whether we're speaking it within ourselves or radiating it out into the world. And take a gentle breath with me. Allowing that power to move us. And if your eyes are closed like mine are, I invite you to open them and let's say this affirmation one more time, like as if the person next to you depended on it. Let's say it again together, please. I am filled with the vibration of heart-centered power whenever I need to make a quick decision. And so it is. And so we allow it to be us. It's up to us, everybody. Amen and namaste.
will find we can break chains. We can make change.
Okay, and now it's time for you also to once again contribute to the magic, not through your wands, but through your pocketbooks. Because that is how we get things done here at Unity of Gaithersburg. Also, through your tithes and your offerings, that is the tool of magic that we also send out into the world. We send it out through our love and our services and your contributions and your items that you donate and all the things that help us contribute to giving and supporting and bringing love in manifest to the world at large. So, how can you contribute? You see these wonderful envelopes on the back of your seats. So you can do it that way through your checks and your cash. You can text to give and follow the prompts online, or you can become a consistent giver, which is consistently magicking. Whatever. Making up words now. So you are joining us in gratitude and prosperity. Now, join with me in our love offering blessing. Divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am so grateful. Now the kids.
Thank you, Jaden. You did very well. Thank you. Good morning. So this morning we had an exciting morning, didn't we? Because Miss Lisa showed us a bunch of things. So are we going to sign those? All right, hold on.
So what we learned is,
Jaden, come
ready,
here.
repeat after me. I am powerful. I am yes, and I am loving, and I am creative.
So what else did we learn about? Tell us about the fish. Come on, sit up. Tell us about the fish. Okay, it's not a clownfish. Does anybody remember what the name of that fish was? Gordon's fish. Oh, we know what you eat. So, let me tell you, I used to eat Gordon's fish sticks too when I was little, so, I didn't know they still made them, quite frankly. Can we have a seat? Can we have a seat, please? Okay, so we talked about a big old fish. Do you remember what happened with that fish?
He ate the person, and he let him go out for 3 days.
Right. So Jonah and the whale. Yes.
But he didn't listen to God.
Right. So that's how he ended up in the belly of the whale, huh?
In a boat.
Yes.
He went to the boat instead of going to the town, right? And then finally, what did he do?
He jumped out of the boat.
Sort of. They helped him out a little bit with that getting out of the boat. Yeah.
And what did he tell the people in the town when he finally got out of the whale? What did he tell the people in the town? To love each other.
Say it again.
Love.
Yes, love. So, as you know, that was Jonah and the whale. And he did keep him for 3 days. And he was helped a little bit to get off the boat. So, I just wanted to remind y'all, because I don't see a whole lot of names on here, that last week we put this out in the hallway for all the women in our lives in honor of Mother's Day or Auntie's Day or Grandma's Day or whoever the women are. So you can put them on here. The children made these tissue paper flowers to stick on there, and go ahead and have at it. It was sitting in there. So, Jaden, quietly. We're gonna be blessings for our youth and ourselves. Okay, go ahead.
I am the light of the world. I live as the light. I am the light of the world. We live as the light.
Yes. All right. We live as the light. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
invite you to go out into the world and allow the heart-centered power of you to be unleashed out there to all you love and, well, some you don't know you love yet. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye, everybody.